listen to this man speak, and I feel a sense of hope welling up inside of me for a better life.
Your body. This will be your owner's manual. In fact, when they scanned my DNA, they even told me where my ancestors came from 20,000 years ago. So I now know my family lineage out to 20,000 years. So, what will it be like to go to the doctor's office? We will not only scan your DNA, if we find something wrong with an organ, we will replace it and grow another one.
Does this mean, I want you to look at this shit. I got nerve damage. I got something's effed up. I cannot walk straight. The right side of my body is compromised. It's like the left side of my body is operating on all 8 cylinders. The right side of my body is only operating on 6.5 cylinders. Are you telling me, doctor, you'll be able to fix the right side of my body so it can be like it was before 1994? Huh? Is that hope? And if so, how are they gonna do this? Because the doctors cannot find what the fuck is wrong. They gotta know when to send this shit to be able to fix it. Are you telling me? Hold on, let's listen to what this man says. He's a lot smarter than I am.
This is an ear, except it's made out of plastic. Plastic sponge that dissolves with time. We take some cells from your ears, seed it into this ear, and it grows. It grows, leaving a perfect ear. Then the plastic dissolves with time because it is biodegradable.
Wow. So, in the future, when they give breast enlargement surgery to give a woman bigger tits, can they insert plastic like this into the woman's tits and grow the fat around the plastic, dissolve the plastic, so instead of being fake with fake silicone tits, she'll actually have real, much larger breasts that are her real fat? Can I get my face shaped in such a way? A few cuts and nips, and use this plastic to connect the bone so that I can get a face that's a face to die for, and bones will dissolve the plastic. For example, long arms. Is it possible to get longer arms, long forearms that are my forearms? Let's listen to this man. He's a freaking genius.
Here's bone on the left, ears on the right. Today we can grow bone, blood, skin, cartilage.
Can you grow nerves? Can you repair the stroke damage caused to me in 2013 so I can rap and talk as fast as I used to be able to? Can you repair the right side of my body that was fucked up for 19 years before my stroke?
We can grow noses, ears, blood vessels, heart valves. The first bladder was grown 3 years ago.
Damn.
The first windpipe was grown just a few months ago.
Oh, Lord.
And we will grow the first liver perhaps in 5 more years. So for you alcoholics in the audience, there's hope. If you can hold on for 5 more years.
But can you grow me into a hunk? Can you grow me into a hot guy? Grow me into a hot guy. I'll take whatever I have to do. Cut on my face, reshape my face. But use that plastic so that the bones... I don't want no damn implants. Implants are fake. Can you grow me new hair? New hair so I can have a head full of hair. Because let's face it. Let God kill me if I have to live a life without my full head of hair. And can you make this hair so it doesn't fall out in the future? So I don't have to endure this shit again.
You may be able to have your own liver. So let's now have the first DVD where we're now going to go into the hospital of the future. What it will be like if we can grow organs by seeding it with cells. What will it be like if surgery is done in 3 dimensions? So let's have the first video from the Discovery Channel, a program that I hosted called 2057, 50 years from now. So, as computer power doubles every 18 months, it means that every aspect of our life.
I want to be a hot guy. I want to have the long form to what I got. Now, I've been praying. I think my forms are growing. Boy, don't you know, it would be such a relief if I knew I did not have to pay $200,000 to break my arm bones, my forearm bones, and have them stretched with a contraption called the Lazarov, where they inject something, they break the bone, they connect it to a contraption called Lazarov. It's bulky, and every day they stretch the bone and your bone grows. It would be such a relief. I don't want to have to break my arms, because I want my bones to grow naturally. Because if you give me the longer arms by breaking my bones and growing them against nature, and you clone the new me with the longer forearms, the newly cloned me is gonna still have the same short forearms I got now. But I hope, I pray my forearms are growing. See that on this ruler? I measured my elbow to wrist with this ruler right here. It's touching the 11 mark, 11 inches. Whereas 10 years ago, it was barely touching the 10 3/4 mark. On this my right arm forearm is shorter than my left one, because I suffered nerve trauma in 1994, 95, 96, when I used to bust my butt, hit both sides of my face, because every time I'd see my reflection in the mirror. I was not a hottie, I was not a hot guy, and it made my face look plain and average. I used to get so mad I'd hit both sides of my face as hard as I can at the jaw area. One time I did that, and there was a blur spot in my right eye vision in 1994. That lasted 2 or 3 days. But I began limping in late 1994. In 1995, someone asked me and saw me walking in the mall. His name was Lee Goff. Why are you limping? Why are you limping, Chris? This forearm right here used to not even touch the 10 1/2 mark. Now it's 10 6/8 inches long. So maybe God is allowing my forearms to grow. I prayed to God and said, Lord, if you have to give me that gigantism disease, that's a disease. Andre the Giant had it, where your bones continue to grow, even though the epiphyseal plates shut. And it's fine down me for a little while, but after so many years, you start to look misshapen. You start to look like a, what you call it, experiment gone awry. You start to look deformed because the bones can't stretch, so the bones start growing all over. You become bulbous. I told God, just let me have the long forearms. I'm willing to have this. And people with these gigantism, they die prematurely. That's fine. As long as I have a few years of the utter satisfaction of having longer elbows and wrists than, say, Canadian supermodel Monica Schnarry, who's 6'1". If my elbow and wrist are longer than hers, I'd be willing to die in 15 years as opposed to living 40 more years on this planet. Especially if I could be a good-looking guy. I want my hair back. I want to be a hot guy. Oh, Dr. Michio. Will I be able to regrow whatever it is in my nervous system to give me my metabolism back I had when I was 20 years old, so I cannot gain belly fat at the same time, so I can commit gluttony and pig out and still be sexy and thin? Man, now that's living. That's the way to live, baby.